Welcome back, YouTube. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. We are trying something new. I know I'm not posting a ton. I'm experimenting and I'm having fun with this channel. So hopefully you're cool with that. But I need your help. I want you to provide some feedback because what we're doing in this video is I'm taking a snippet from my podcast, Ramblin' Radio, and I'm making it a separate clip on the channel. And it's something that I'm thinking about doing in the future, taking really good snippets, pieces that I think would help you guys a ton, and putting them on this channel. So let me know if that's something that you actually want to see. And in this video, it's a conversation that Sam Newton and I had about growing. Well, Sam talking about how he's been able to grow so fast and some of the things that he thinks about and how people tend to just fixate on what works in terms of growth, but they don't really ask themselves, what is it that they actually want to create? And in the long run, they end up quitting because the content that they are creating is not what they actually like, even though they're getting followers and whatnot. And so Sam Newton is doing it in a really cool way. He's thinking about the long game, which is how you should really think about it. It's how I've done it, and I didn't even do it on purpose, but I'm glad that I have been growing very slowly. And I'm not just talking about the YouTube channel. I'm just talking about overall in life and my business and things like that. And number two is I am hosting a 3-day workshop called the Create More Workshop. It's absolutely free. You have nothing to lose. And we're also giving away an iPad, an Apple Watch 5, a pair of AirPods, and some of my favorite must-read books, in my opinion, to growing a creative business. If you're feeling stuck right now, if you're not liking where you are financially, creatively, and you want to learn how to create more for yourself, because here's the thing. When you're a creative entrepreneur, you're not working for someone else. You don't have a 9-to-5 job. Not saying 9-to-5 are bad, but when you don't have a 9-to-5 job, you can create whatever it is that you want to create. You are truly limitless. And I want to show you how you can create more for yourself and do it in a really personal way. And I can't really do that just on YouTube or Instagram or anything like that. So with this workshop, it's going to be a very intimate. I'd love to see you there. All you got to do is go to www.createmoreworkshop.com, and I'll put that on the screen. Let me know if this is something that you actually want to see by hitting the thumbs up button, dropping a comment down below, and enjoy this conversation. That you mentioned just now is letting go of expectations, which is something that is also difficult for creatives. When you put out a video, you have all these expectations of like, oh, that one's going to pop off. And I think it's good to have that energy about it, but then also to distance yourself from it and just tell yourself whatever happens, happens. Let's get on to the next video. How do you deal with expectations with your videos? Because I know you have those feelings of like, oh yeah, this video is going to do well, but how can you let go of that too? You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and that's the hilarious side of it, where you have that feeling and it never lines up ever. Well, I knew my last song, Cameraman, I knew it was going to pop off. I was like very confident. I was like, dude, this is going to blow up. This is hilarious. No one's ever done anything like this.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent on Instagram, it absolutely did. Like, it's got like 10,000 shares. I think I jumped 4,000 followers on Instagram alone in the span of like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really cool. And that was just like cocaine over the course of 4 days, just refreshing your phone, being like, yes, more likes, more everything.
More life.
Yeah. But it didn't do nearly as well as I thought it was going to do on YouTube. It just kind of stopped. So just understanding that, you can't ever have expectations of whatever you think is going to happen. It might go completely the other way. And so that's what's happened to a lot of one of my biggest videos, my second biggest video, is literally a Super 8 video that I edited about me and my friends just going through New Zealand. And it has like 250,000 views on YouTube. And it took me 2 hours to cut together, and I threw it together. Like, really? I put an emotional song on it, and I'm like, I'm going to do this cool little voiceover thing. And I just threw it up, and everyone loved it. And I had that was just going to be one of my like smaller videos just to get something out there, just to get something, and it blew up. So that's one thing. It's just, you never really know what people are going to connect with. And then also because it's such a digital age, it's not always what people connect with. It's always, a lot of times it's what like the algorithm blesses you with. So
right.
It's pretty interesting. Sometimes you think it's gonna blow up and get a ton, but yeah, and that honestly kind of keeps it a little bit. I mean, that's why YouTube and TikTok is the exact same way. It's like a drug. It's like a slot machine. Yeah, you don't know what's gonna work. Right. And I was just having a conversation with a friend. This is why TikTok in a lot of ways is really cool for a lot of creators, but for me, I think my biggest issue with it is this is how it always works. You post TikToks, right? People post whatever they want. Maybe they post 40 videos and then boom, that one video takes off like crazy. And they're like, oh, that's what I've been waiting for. It's like a drug. Right. And they want that back. They want that hit of like love and attention. And so what does every creator do? They ask themselves, what did I do in that one video? I'm going to do that again. And to me, you know, there's a lot of positives out of like apps like TikTok, but to me, that's the biggest negative is the intention isn't there. That's not a decision that you made that you're going to continually make these videos. That's a decision that the algorithm made for you. So there's so many creators that are put into this like niche, like say I'm doing Instagram comedy, yada, yada, yada. And then I make a joke about a chair, right? I'm just looking at a chair. It's very arbitrary, but I make a joke about a chair and that gets up 2 million views. Now I'm going to just keep making jokes about chairs and say those keep working. Now I'm the chair joke guy and I never decided. I let the algorithm decide for me, and the intentionality behind that gets thrown out the door. And I think a lot of like young creators are doing just that. And you'll go onto a TikTok and just be like, these are, like, you're just, yeah, it's the same thing. And it's not really what they're deciding. And again, I don't think all of it's bad, but I think a lot of it's just like trying to figure out what works and then do that, as opposed to trying to figure out what you really want to create, play the long game, and then the people will eventually come. Because the long game just doesn't exist anymore, which is rough.
It's, everyone wants the fastest way, the quickest thing. I mean, it's always been like that. Fat loss. I mean, any industry, you know, weight training, fitness, whatever. Do you think there's a balance there with like making TikTok videos, making them about a chair, seeing, okay, that formula works. How can I use this formula, but to create things that I like as well? Is there a balance there, you think?
For sure. But I think even if people found a formula that turned it into, okay, well, this works for people. How do I make things that I want to make fit into this formula? For me, that again isn't making something that you want to make, because you're pushing it into a formula that you think is going to work. So like TikTok's fast. You got to grab the attention fast, and then you got to tell the story fast, and then you got to what's good. And then if that's not your type of storytelling, then you're molding yourself into a completely, and then you're basically just a slave to this platform, and you're just doing exactly what you need to do. So it's, you know, for me, that's why I try to stay away from that. But again, going back to the start, why I even brought it up, YouTube can be that way, because you're like, damn, this video blew up on the algorithm for no reason. Should I do another Super 8 video? Should I do it? But for me, that video was intentionally made. It was a video I really wanted to make, and it just happened. So it's like, now it's like, okay, cool. I can do another video like that. So.
Okay, hopefully you enjoyed that. Again, let me know in the comments. Let me know by hitting a thumbs up button, just so I know to post more of these. And if you don't, explain why in the comment section below. If you want to be a part of this workshop, go to www.createmoreworkshop.com, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.